team building videos coming soon. Shout outs to everybody who liked the last video. Again, a lot of new people got to experience the channel because of you guys. Channel can't grow without y'all, so everybody who consistently watches and still remember to hit the like button when they enjoy the video, trust me, it does not go unnoticed, especially by the algorithm. So just want to thank y'all for that. Secondly, before we get into it, I want to shout out my man Darius Leonard. You know, he hit me up after, I don't remember what video, when I was basically challenging you guys. Challenge is coming soon as well. So many great things to give you guys no excuses to not take action. But he said, you know, from that video, he's like, man, you know, I need to take more action. I've been meaning to play, but I've been procrastinating. And so I responded saying, you know, I'm gonna hold him to that. Don't be talking and then don't think I'm just reading the comments haphazardly. Like, I was like, okay. And so he did message me, or comment rather, on the last video saying he played his 10 games, got it in, and had a lot of fun, right? Once you get past that anxiety of what if I lose, right? Because that's really what you're worried about. What if I lose and I have to confront the fact that I'm not as good as I thought? Oh, we can't. I mean, can't run out of PP, right? Rapid spin. Excellent. But yeah, this is a team that I was past and I modified it a bit. We're going to be rocking Bulk Up Corbinite on today's video. I think Bulk Up Corbinite is quite solid. Again, team building videos coming soon. I'll just catalog all the mons because I have so little teams now that, I mean, well, I don't have so little teams. I have so little teams that aren't heat teams, which I don't mind heat. I'm still thinking about how I want to do this, right? Especially, let's see what the ladder is today. So we are number 4. Number 1 is 20 something points away. So we could hit number 1 in this video depending on who we get. Again, right, we're gonna hit number 1 every video. We really should have been higher. There we are now. So we're actually playing Mav, which is a subscriber of mine. What's up, bro? And this is another guy that I've had to kick his ass to get some games in. But when he does finally take action, he usually has a good run, but just struggles sticking with the process. So, you know, let's get it in. But what was I saying just now? Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Whatever. But looking at this opponent's team, very Dragapult weak. He doesn't guard well against Ghost, particularly Rocks plus Ghost. So it's going to be my imperative to get these hazards up pronto. He doesn't have a Stealth Rocker. I just realized that. So I don't have to be concerned about Rocks. The biggest problem to his team is definitely going to be my my Bulk Up Corbinite. So we're going to aim to 6-0 him with that, which I don't think should be too tricky. The trickiest part is going to be not to get flame bodied by Volk. And have him Terra something else, so that I don't have to be concerned about Volk. So yeah, so Stealth Rocks plus Dragapult is gonna be going a long way. He doesn't guard well against Cinderace either. Great Tusk, the only Great Tusk switching he has is Leomungus, and if that is running the Covert Cloak, and that'll be great for me. Terra Fairy Garg is pretty annoying, but I want to keep my Garg rock type for Volk if I can help it. What's the next phase? So I'm looking to destroy him. Let's see, Azu, Hatterene. I'm assuming he's going to aim to try to do some kind of trickery. Azu doesn't shot me, so the case would be or me. Well, yeah, I kind of didn't want to tear my Volk, but I can afford to. Unless he's Banded, and for him to go for Banded, what I don't want to do is yeah, I'll Terra Fairy Sulk here. So it is Covert. No, he's not Covert Claw. So we protect here. Either goes to Hatterene here, or stays into Sludge Bomb, both of which work. So stays into Sludge Bomb. So he doesn't have a Covert Cloak user. I did Terra, which makes Volcarona a little more dangerous. But we'll live. So out for our Amoonguss here. 2 reasons. Actually, completely disagree with Spore there. Completely. completely, especially because you're cured. Thinking, Spore is obvious as hell for me. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb anyway, because one, he can't guard against it. Ostra Azu and its citrus, that's very interesting. So I'm guessing he was gonna use the Azu as Spore fodder. We'll Spore this turn on the off chance he tries to. Okay, so he's leaving the Azu as Spore fodder, which is great news for my Cinderace. As I said, he struggles with Spore. I mean, with Sludge Bomb, so pretty free Sludge Bomb here as the Ostra Amoonguss. But I have the edge. One, I'm fat. Well, I don't know if I'm faster. But his Amoonguss isn't in a phenomenal position. He's probably running some speed. What is he doing? 25%. So yeah, if that. And so somebody has to get poisoned. Probably going to be Pult. But the reason he doesn't want to go Pult, one, he's going to take the damage, potentially get poisoned. Secondly, he can't do shit to my Garganical. So partly wish I Sludge Bombed his Amoonguss once again, but I mean his Azumarill once again, but we wouldn't have done any damage. So again, Sludge Bombing is the correct play here as he sacks the Azu. Sacking the Azu obviously means that you don't have sleep fodder anymore. So let's reassess what this means for us now. Right, so the Azu is gone, which means that, well, in theory, it would have meant that I could Draco away. But I'm very weak to Ice, I've come to realize. I didn't realize I was like Ice weak. Ban Shao is obviously an issue, but we got attacked. I don't know why he went Pult on my Shao, unless this is something that I'm not aware of. Substitute. So it must be Eevee to be able to take on Garganicle's drops. So you must be Dragon Dance. Otherwise, this doesn't make sense. But if you're Dragon Dance, can you take 2 Salt Cures? The reason I'm saying is I was gonna go Great Tusk. We'll see. I don't know what his other move is gonna be. This is a little odd of a decision. We'll see what the it can't be Terra Ghost. So if I go Great Tusk, he's gonna dart. So I have to go Corvi. We'll bulk up. I mean, I'd be very surprised if it was Terra Ghost. If it's Terra Ghost, I might lose. And that's just one of those sets that we run into that just happens to give us trouble. Because I've never seen this before. Not sub Dragapult, if it's sub Terra Ghost leftovers Pult, because then you're only banking on the. So it is sub Terra Ghost, which, yeah, there's no way. There was no predicting this, so I actually lose to this. Yeah, I don't regret any decision I made. I could have went Great Tusk hard on his sub, truth be told, and then done this a different route so I could have Brave Bird it down. So this is like a only situation where this would ever work, because then you're running again only Terra Black. Like if you Terra something else, or if you can't, like basically you can't use the anything but the Dragon Stab, which in most cases wouldn't be good. But yeah, I mean that's how you're gonna have to muscle pass to get past, right? You gotta use surprise factors. So good game. So we lost 30 points from that. So we're gonna grab another one. Actually really happy with how that game went. Not in terms of the Dragapult. Like everything up to that point was perfectly executed. That won't work twice, obviously. So that won't. I don't mind something catching me off guard the first time. You lose the points, whatever. You get the lesson. What bugs me is if I throw a game because I didn't play it well, or if I knew exactly what things would do, I knew how to win, and I didn't play well enough. Those two things, but gimmicks don't ever bother me. So we're gonna grab another one, but we have to be wary of. I don't know if I'll use this team multiple times. Tomorrow is Saturday, which is the last OU vid for the week. So I don't know, maybe. But I could have mitigated that with the Drago, with the going hard Great Tusk. Truth be told, that was the superior play, because I knew if he subbed, he was gonna Dragon Dance the next turn. So, I would have been able to either bulk up alongside him or just beat him 1v1. So I did have a solution to that. I just didn't think he'd have Terra Blast. Like as I said, there's a horrible set, and it's only in the case where you don't use. You have to terrestrialize the Dragapult basically for it to be of any use. And so I was like, there's no way he's Terra Blast. He has to be Phantom Force, or you're basically running one attacking move, which is a huge dedication of resources for one mon, right? But it was, so we should have just made the superior all-around play. Even if he was Phantom Force, Great Tusk was a better play. So truth be told, I could have easily solved that. So surprised or not, looking back, Great Tusk was just a better play. So I move into this one. I have the Masquerade's a little strange, but I do have court change, so I'm thinking he's gonna do that with some caution. I really like Corviknight in this one. Corviknight is really good, particularly if I Terra normal, and if I get rid of this or get him to terrestrialize it, or I get too many bulk ups to where he can't even take me on, then that would be great. It could be Cloak on Goldie. So you get rocks up. Do I want to turn? Sumungus shuts down. Okay. So phase 1, the Masquerade stuff. What could happen here? He webs, but webs is a waste of time. You give me a mon. So I don't see what his, like, there's nothing on his team that really threatens me significantly. He hydros and misses, that blows. Alright, how the fuck did he leave a, it's intimidate. Blowing a fairy type this. What's the point? What I love about Terra normal, and he's trying not to go for sticky web. I'm not gonna set up rocks because I want, so excellent. I was gonna say I'm not gonna set up rocks because I actually want him to give me the core change. He's trying not to set up sticky web because he doesn't want me to core change them back either. So that's just the power of having a Cinderace on your team, right? You can stealth rocks here if you'd like. I'm just gonna core change them back. We keep Saw Cure spamming. I could go hard Goldengo here. I mean, go hard. I don't think it's Goldengo, it's Covert Cloak. That's why I'm not going to go hard Cinderace. Yeah, the way he's playing, this Goldengo is not Covert Cloak. So, I have him on the ropes, essentially. I protect here to get a little bit more of the round, because I know he's knocking off. We can't keep our Great Tusk item no matter what we do, so that's fine. And he has knock off. Masquerade would be, and I have this interesting what's it called, spread. So we knock here every time. People always go Goldengo, like it's insane. It's actually insane. Based on that knock damage, he's probably not faster than me. So we're back into 2000. I was gonna earthquake there. I have a lot of speed. The speed on this Great Tusk, because as I said, and I was thinking about this. I'm like, with every live, is it gonna just be maintaining number? Well, that's gonna bore me after a while. And I like to use fun teams. I did want to do the number one thing at least once. We've done it twice, and we could keep doing it. But I don't think that's very entertaining for y'all after a while, right? If I happen to get the number one, cool. But I don't want to restrict how I'm playing. I can't use gimmicky teams because I don't want to lose the points. It's fuck that, right? So, I'm still going. That's why I say I'm going to add building into it, where I can actually test these, because I want to continue the high ladder play. Because we have several accounts in high ladder, like in the 1900s, so I can use multiple alts. But if I play lives with a different alt than the Dondozo is just going to decay. So if I'm going to have it decay, because I lose when you're high, super high up, you lose like 5 points I think, well, if I don't play any games at all, it might be even more than that per day, right? So nah, but I really like how I played both these games today. I can feel I'm about at 70%. I've been busy the last couple of days, so I'm looking for a battle. By the way, it's just taking forever. I've been busy the past couple of days, so I haven't gotten to practice any since even a little before I hit number 1. So I need to get my practice back in, so I can tell I'm not at near 100. I feel like about 70, but I'm more adapted to the meta, and so all that's changed is that it's very hard to surprise me with stuff. If you remember back in the beginning, it was very easy to surprise me. Like, what does that do? What is this? Okay, da da da. And so, for example, in that game just now, or the one before that, where you can surprise me and catch me off guard or something, like, okay, you got me that game, right? It's gonna be rough to have that work again, and so you'd have to really bring it that game. You have to bring the skill full on. But surprise factors are a part of Pokemon. Strategy is a part of Pokemon that'll never go away. So definitely keep using it. Very interesting. Another bulk up Corvi. Bulk up Corvi is just fucking dominant in this one. Garganical. I don't know how he's gonna phase my Garganical out. So what I'm gonna do is have him set up all these damn hazards with his Glamora. So we're gonna do phase 1 is Hate Shake, hey. If he goes Dragapult, that's a wild ass play, but I won't lose the game, so I'm willing to risk the HJK here. What's good, brother? Good, bro. Alas, that's a big deal. Oh man, that's a fucking big deal. God damn, bro. That is such a huge deal. That is such a huge fucking deal, man. God damn. Especially if he has something like Spiky Shield. Fuck, bro. Shit, that's a big ass deal. But it is what it is. A part of the game, you know? So, I'm gonna put this bad boy to sleep. If he sets up the hazard, so be it. I want this to sleep because this is one of the more annoying things to my Corby. As he sets up the hazards. I can both spin and if you're trying to use countermeasure for me, you go Dragapult. So I said I don't know how he's gonna stop my Garganical. How am I gonna court change on this? I can't even court change on a lot of his team. So I might have to play with rocks, which is a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Do I even want to Terra? What is the advantage? Terra normal is nice, but it doesn't give me any resistances. It would mean this Pult is a little easier to deal with. Let me see what he's gonna do. Okay, so let's see if this is actually kind of cool. So I'll get to see if this is people's solution to fucking, yeah. So we'll just bulk up here. That's fine. I'll have my bulk up Corby. I'm actually glad that he's this, yeah. So now he's in trouble with the Tusk. We knock here instead of Earthquaking, because if he hard switches out an Hydreigon, I can take that thing's item. Hydreigon is one of the few things that could take on my so if I spin, he's in trouble. So we knock here. I don't know. He thought I was gonna rapid spin there. There's no point in me rapid spin. There is. Like, I want to get rid of the hazards, sure. Okay. So now he's gonna expect me to rapid spin, which is fine. You're gonna give up your sleep fodder. I want to fight. Whatever. I mean, that's a complete waste of a Dragapult. Like, even if I spun, you'd have just given me leftovers. Right? It doesn't really solve any problems. And so when you're playing Mons, you gotta be solving problems with your plays. Like, otherwise you're just doing shit. You're not really doing. You're not. Just can't speed boost. So I'm just thinking about it's gonna try to kill me. Amoonguss wouldn't die, but I'd prefer Amoonguss around for his Valiant. Great Tusk, amazing. On the odd chance that the this is like the weird bug stuff, or what's the worst case? He definitely wants me dead. Like, he doesn't want this alive. If I go Moongi and he, I'll should be fine versus Valiant. Oh wow, that's amazing. Shouldn't be able to knock me out anything. I doubt he's running Surf and oh, he didn't. His Sleep Fodder is still there. What am I talking about? Doubt he's running Surf and if he's running Surf, then what? Let's say he does have a fire move. Then he's some kind of weird stuff. What are my worst case scenarios? I go Garganical here. Let's see. Okay. Say Subsurf. People are trying to fuck up Garganic. You just need that cloak, baby. Like, there is no way around it. So him giving me health here is going to be a big deal, especially because sub is irrelevant versus when you're staring down in the face of the Polt. And if he terras this, because he has two types, he has two dark Surf and what? No, it's Nasty Plot. Maybe Dark Pulse. So that means I can't even go Great Tusk on this. What would I? Let's see. Dark Pulse. Okay. Give me the poison. Nah. Unfought. I might have to give Ace up. Actually, no, just give Tusk up. He's showing me Surf, so there is a possibility he won't. If he subs the Rapid Spin, he might go for Dark Pulse again. But okay, now we can position Ace for success. I could Court Change. Fight Court Change versus U-turn. You can imagine if we get the high jump kick turn one. This is a nuisance of a mon. I just realized I have Effect Spore on the Amoonguss, so there goes that. Oh boy, we've been playing with Effect Spore Amoonguss, only jam. I guess I'm doubling down on Corviknight anyway. Yeah, excellent. And obviously we don't want to touch this thing. So Shadow Ball here, it's way too risky to switch it out. And any other mods that he could go into, I have countermeasures for. So if he goes POW and he's heavy duty boost like he is, I can go hard into Gargi with Swords Dances. That's fine, unless he's going for the Hex. He can't. Typically they're Terra Dark, I guess. Okay, excellent. That's what we wanted to see. Gargi's so fucking bulky, so bulky. So bulky. I don't need my Terra Dark. Swords Dancing is what I mean. You could, right? It's like, why not? So why not play? You know. But we give up on Amoonguss here as he crunches. Cinderace could sweep the rest of his team. Truth be told, Icicle Crash. What is it, 12%? Cinderace could beat the rest of the team. Cinderace might not. I actually don't. The thing is, I want the Protect. Like if I... What's the worst case? Valiant is... Cinderace is a speed tie. He hasn't Terra'd. So if it's like Terra, none of these can get past my Corviknight except Valiant. What kind of Valiant would it need to be? It would need to be Booster. If it's Specs like T-Bolt or something, that won't work. Okay, I should be positioned fine versus Valiant. Okay, so it does do it. So I probably really should have just sacked my Garganical there. But now we get to see what kind of if it's Booster Valiant, I lose my Polt. What Valiant would matter if I His booster Valiant, I lose my Pole. If his booster Terra Electric Calm Mind. If I go hard Corviknight, he Dark Pulse. I'm gonna go hard Corvi. So my solution versus the Corvi is I go Garg. Now this could backfire a little bit. I didn't think he'd go to Hydreigon because Hydreigon, if I went Polt, he lost them on. Like I just U-turn out into Garganacl. So what I was gonna do is, actually I can just Brave Bird here. I don't think he is. I'm playing with a bit of luck here. I shouldn't have done it this way. I just need to get a Roost off. Okay, blessed. Okay, blessed. I do not want to play around with my Corvi. So what we're gonna do is Gargi here. I don't know what his other move is. 2 Salt Cures would break his sub. I wanted to go hard Dragapult that turn so I could U-turn out, but I don't think he can 2-hit KO me. If it's plot, he shouldn't get enough health to not get Salt Cured next turn, and Surf isn't killing me. So that's basically what I was like. 2 Salt Cures break your sub. You can't knock me out unless you go for the luck, right? And so now positionally, I don't mind. Garg was always going to be sacked anyway. And so we might see Roaring Moon. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have let the Roaring Moon get boost. So it is speed boost, Valiant. Which means Polt, Salcure here, Swords Dance. Oh, that's not good. Swords Dance is not. See what I'm talking about? We gotta account for all of these things, man. We gotta always account for all the possibilities. Spirit Break. If my Corv was at full, I'd be confident I lived. But I'm actually not sure. I might die to this. Yeah. I might faint to this. If I do, so be it. If I survive, I'm good. I'm loving the creativity people are coming up with. Oh, wow, I lost. So my play was to go Polt. But nah, SD was not on my mind. GG. Yeah. Swords Dance was not a consideration. So yeah. Rough day on the live today. Not really. There are no games that I couldn't have won. Oh. But yeah, so we are 1972, far from our number 1 spot. But as I said, I figured this would likely be the case if I don't use a team that's super standard. Not super, like this is standard, but meaning, you know, I used the 2 teams that I used to get number 1 for a reason, because I knew that it was very difficult to pull some shit out of your hat and not lose the game. Yeah, you know. High jump kick hitting there, very different game. But even with all that happening, I still could have played that game in a way where I wouldn't have lost. I'm guessing. I was thinking if I just pulled a double like I wanted to, then the Garganacl, he wouldn't have been able to set up with the Gallade. He needed to be in with versus Garganacl. And I was so conditioned for special Gallade because the physical one isn't as good, obviously. So I was so conditioned for special Gallade that I didn't even consider the potential of him being anything else, and that's how that bit me in the ass. So phenomenal lessons in this one. As I said, guys, this is the ideal thing to do: go on the ladder, be surprised, and so the next time you go on there like that, those things won't work twice, right? Which is the point. Otherwise, what are you doing? So shout outs to Darius again. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something with me on this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.